Chelsea. Chelsea, man. Yeah, man. This game was rough. This game was rough. Big rough. I've even just had to come back from a run, man. Had to blow off steam after watching that game. I don't know if I've watched a more frustrating performance from Chelsea all season, to be honest with you. Just knowing the magnitude of the game, just mate, it was mad. And you know what's crazy? I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, God, what do you reckon? We got this one. I heard 3-1 in my head, 5-1 or 3-1 in my head. I'm thinking, yeah, all right, don't worry, we'll get it back. When the first goal went in, I said, don't worry, I'm here. I heard 3-1 in my head. Like, we're going to be good, we're going to be good. As I'm watching the game, to be honest, even before the game, I seen the lineup. I said, Chalobah right back, tossing Badiashile, Cucurella. I'm like, okay. Then I'm seeing the midfield two of Enzo and Santos. I'm like, okay. Then I see the front three, Delap, Esteval, Gittins, and I'm going, nah, we're cooked. We're cooked. And I'll be honest, I'm putting this one on Maresca, man. Same thing with the Arsenal game. Now, I keep saying it, yeah? Esteval is a star. A bright star. Right? North Star. Someone to follow, someone to build upon. Same with Santos. But now is not the time to start Esteval. Now is not the time to start Esteval. Because you got to understand with this guy. He's hungry. He wants to prove himself. He wants to show what he's about. So you've got to manage that impetus. I didn't like it from the start with Maresca. I didn't like him bringing back in Tosin. I would have rather he played Joao Hato. Right? And I know Hato was the one that cost us against Karabag. But I would have rather he played Hato. And for me, it was Garnacho to start on the left. Neto to start on the right. And fine if you played the lap up top. That's fine. But from minute one, I seen how slow the play was. I said, yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked. And it's little things with football. If you don't play football, you don't get it. For me, the worst player on the pitch today, unfortunately, and I will say unfortunately to him, was Tosin. I think, unfortunately, he sealed his fate in this team. He's never going to be trusted again fully. Never. And I'm going to tell you why. It's small little things when it comes to football. When you want to play possession-based football, you have to be able to play fast. This is the credit I give Arsenal in our Arteta system in a way that he's learnt from Pep. You need to be able to play quick. Tosin, right, does not play fast football. He slows everything down. And for me, he plays like the manager's in his head. So it's slow, control, look for a pass, try and find one in behind. The problem is, this is not Europe where you're going to have teams be expansive. Teams don't care, right? It's one of the most shameless things about the Premier League that people say, oh, the Premier League's the best league in the world. Well, yeah, it's one of the most competitive leagues in the world because what happens is you go away to lower teams and what they do is they go throw away all sort of like desire to play their way. You play the antithesis of what the other team does. So you just go, if we know we're playing a possession-based team, sit 11 man behind the ball and wait to counter. That's what they do. Now, I've actually said Chelsea should go and play counter-attacking football, right? Invite teams on encounter. Because if you're going to play in the Premier League, that's the way you're going to win majority of your games if you're not going to play fast, possession-based football. So what kills Tosin every time, and you can go and watch this and you can clarify for yourself, if you play football, you get it, is whenever the ball comes into him, he takes 2 touches. He takes 1 to stop the ball, and the second touch is to move the ball. And that's if he's moving it quick. If he's moving it slow, he takes 1 touch to stop the ball, another touch to set the ball, and then another touch to move the ball. And that's if he's playing quicker. So every single time we played the ball into Tosin today, touch, set, play. Touch, set, play. Instead of, ball comes in, shape your body, pass as the ball is moving in the direction you want it to go into, or you counteract it. So let's say you want to go out to your winger here, ball comes into you. Instead of taking a right foot touch and then giving it with your left, open your body out, follow the ball, and get it round to the right back. I have never played at a level of football that warrants me to coach these professional players. But my goodness, I cannot believe some of the basics that were lost today. And I'm putting it on Maresca as well today because the lineup was poor. But also, for Delap to be 15 minutes into the game, running and double forearm smashing players in the back, tells me everything I need to know about the mentality of these players and the respect that they have currently for the manager. And it's the one thing I'm going to call Maresca out for, is that I know he's a very, very calm guy. But sometimes I feel like you need your manager on the sideline to be absolutely losing it, letting the players know this is not what the frick we practiced. Get it together. But this is why I keep saying, Chelsea fans, it's so frustrating because we're going to have to accept this season that what we are in for is a race for those top 4, top 3 places. And it's unfortunate because the squad is actually far more capable of more. But to me, when I watch games like this, it reinforces the idea that people are being told behind the scenes there is no pressure to push for a title. Even though we have the capability to do it. And I want to tell you that is 100% factual. We won't be in this position having been 6 points behind Arsenal. Now we're 9. All right. Having been, 2 points or 3 points behind City. Now we're whatever we are. We wouldn't have been in this position if we didn't have the capabilities to be in a title race, title challengers. I said this, and I've been saying it for about 2 or 3 weeks now, right? And I said it from the start of the season. Chelsea are title contenders, but we're going to need things to go our way for us to be title challengers, i.e. in the ring, boxing for the title. Right now, we're just in the rankings. And we're above the rest of the pack, right? Currently, yes, position-wise, you look at the table, you see Aston Villa ahead of us, I think, tonight. It doesn't look like we're ahead, but we are ahead. The squad is ahead. The actual capability of this squad, right, is so far beyond that chasing pack of your Newcastle, Spurses and Villas. But it's performances and mentality lapses like today that are what kills us. And I hate that the narrative is now going to be Caicedo cost us, and also this is who Chelsea are. Worry more about the Burnleys and the Leeds than anybody else. Because what frustrates me is if the narrative for teams like Arsenal is one game doesn't mean they won't win the title, it shouldn't mean that one game means Chelsea are out of contention for it either. But it will be now because of the manner of this performance. So it's frustrating because some of these players don't yet get it. They don't understand what it means to be Chelsea. You see, to be Chelsea, it's back against the wall, 2 fingers up to everyone. No one's your friend. No one wants you to win as Chelsea. Everybody's already looking at you with disdain. So you're already in this place where there's pressure consistently. So what you need to do is you need to be able to offset that, right? So Esteval today struggled. And again, the narrative will be, thought he was a star. What happened? Well, I can tell you what happened. Every time the ball comes into him, the fullback is running up his backside. And instead of him being able to 1-2 it off his man in the middle, he's having to hold it, which physicality is not his game, right? He's having to hold it there and then try and play off no one because Delap's not getting across. So I'm talking about the actual play now. Santos, very good. Enzo Fernandez struggled today, and I'm not surprised that mentally he was starting to lose it because he's looking around and he's going, who are the ones that are actually on my level to help me, because right now we're struggling. And I could see from about 30, 40 minutes in, this was the kind of game where Palmer needed to just come on. But we stalled with his changes, right? And Delap, I'm not going to speak too bad on him. But for me, again, he's doing a little bit of what Tosin's doing. He's writing himself out of this Chelsea team because the performances are not good enough. Gittins too. Gittins was far better in that second half than he was in the first half. But first half, drag, come back. Why? I keep saying it, and this is why I said Garnacho in the summer is the most important signing, and people try to tell me I was wrong. I'm not even upset. I just feel sad for you because I know what I'm talking about. Chelsea should be up there with Arsenal and City right now. They should be. They should be. They should be. They absolutely should be. But unfortunately, a few performances today, notably Tosin, because Tosin in defence also, if you notice, caused Sanchez to be out of whack. You see the confidence when Fofana's in, is Sanchez comes for every ball, claims and clears everything. When it's Tosin at the back, because when Tosin plays, he causes so much chaos, right? He causes so much chaos that even Chalobah seems like he doesn't know what he's doing. And it filters through to everyone. When you don't have a player who's capable of playing fast, progressive, possession-based football, it filters into everyone. That's why João Pedro was slow on the ball today, and he's been actually quite poor in the last couple of games. That's why then when the ball gets up to Gittins, he's hesitating because we're not playing quick enough, right? And he doesn't have that mental switch yet. There's a difference between your Netos, your Garnachos, your Estevals, your Palmers, all right? Your Enzos, your Caicedos, your Reece James. Every single one of them is quick. They're quick. There's a lot of these players in this team, they're not quick. They're not fast. They're not sharp. That's a problem. Now, again, we won't get the leniency as Chelsea of being, fatigue being an issue, rotation being an issue. And I actually don't know if it should be because, again, I put this down to too many changes, too many soon, and the personnel being wrong. For me, Gittins, not good enough. Delap, not good enough. Esteval, I'm giving an absolute blight because I don't think he could have done anything more. Right? Could have belted one top bins first half. Enzo Fernandez, meh. Santos, meh. Them two weren't perfect, weren't poor either. Gusto absolutely pooing it in his bone box and giving it to Tosin is an absolute crime, by the way. And this is my issue with Gusto. Decision making. Right? But Tosin, today, this performance is on Maresca and Tosin Adarabayo, mate. And I'm fuming and I'm frustrated because this is exactly the kind of performance and game where you just don't need this. You don't need this. Every single Chelsea fan has been let down by the team tonight. I'm gonna be absolutely real. Like if I was a Chelsea fan in the stadium today, I'd be fuming. You've let the team down. You've let the fans down. You absolutely have let the fans down because the way you've performed, based on the way that the fans have been supporting, is criminal. The true fans that back Chelsea, have been supporting this team to the hill, standing firm, taking blow after blow. You have to play for the fans in this kind of game. You have to recognise the kind of game it is and go, we have to just turn this team over no matter what happens. We don't go to Leeds and lose. But for me, Maresca set it up wrong in the first place. Wrong personnel choices. Leeds changed to a 3-5-2, which we basically play a 3 at the back anyway. So anybody that knows this information in football knows a 3 against a 3 is going to cancel out a 3. But they play 2 strikers instead of 1, where we're playing 1 striker against effectively a back 3 or a back 5. And they're playing 2. And we're playing 2 against Tosin. And we're playing a back 3 of Badia, Tosin and Chalobah. 3 of our slowest ball movers. What sense did it make? None. At all. So for me, there's a lot more I could say about this game, but I'm just fuming, man. I'm just upset. Like, it's just poor. It's just poor. And I'm actually like, I don't even care about rival fans trying to banter. This is just one of them where I'm going, Chelsea, like, you actually need to fix up, man. Like, that's actually not okay as a performance. There are some things where you go, when you love people, right? When you love someone, you go, that's actually not good enough. You actually need to do better. That is so poor. That is so poor. I want to say you could almost borderline, and some people will let the emotions get the best of them and say it's a disgrace. It wasn't a disgrace, but it was so disheartening and so disappointing and frustrating, because we are actually far more better than that. We are actually title contenders. And I will say that. We are title contenders. We are a title contending team every single season if we want it. But the problem is we are going to have to fix it with some personnel that it's not even just about playing better. Garnacho is not the best winger in the world, but he understands the assignment. Cucurella might be the best left back in the world, but there may be more athletic players that can actually do more than him on the ball. Right? But he understands the assignment. Esteval is 18. He understands the assignment. Enzo Fernandez, right? Caicedo's our best player outside of Palmer. Enzo Fernandez, every week, he understands the assignment. Palmer understands the assignment. Even Sanchez understands the assignment. Chalobah too on his best day, right? But Tosin, Delap, Gittins, they don't understand. They don't understand the assignment. They don't get it. They don't understand. There's no urgency with them. And if there's no urgency with them, there shouldn't be any impetus or urgency from us as a club with them either. I know they're young, and I get that, but like, I manage a team, and I'm saying to the young boys as well, you got to understand this quick. You got to get it quick, right? Understand the assignment. This is ball. When it comes to ball, you have to play quick, and you have to know when to turn it on, when to turn it off. If you don't, you get caught and you get killed, and that's just what it is. Frustrating, upsetting, disappointing. But we will be back. I know it. In my heart of hearts, I'm not too stressed. I know we'll get it back in blood, right? So I'm not too mad, but frustrating today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'm going straight off the dome. One take, no ad lib with this video. So do me a favour. If you like it, drop a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know your thoughts down below. And I'll see you in the next video, my Chelsea fans. Up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea. Take care, though. Just stay blessed. Peace.